an exclusive tour of the BMW X6 facelift here with Thomas and Autogefühl in 4K, full screen, full length of the exterior, two different vehicles, interior, all the changes you need to know. Let's go. Most significant change in the front, new headlamps with a new signature in this arrow design. You start with normal LED and then optional the adaptive LED lights. You can also see them right here with the blue accentuations. The laser lights are gone actually because the nowadays adaptive LED also fulfill the same function, and also the laser lamps were always restricted in the high beam range in the US from regulations. In the front here, very interesting, usually a normal X6 would also come with a bright kidney right here, bright kidney frame. This one here is the M60i and therefore it gets a completely different kidney. This double kidney here is the one that previously was used in the pre-facelift version of the true M version. Now for the M60i here with these vertical fins, and the true M version gets a completely new kidney once again. Other than that, the base form stays the same on the outside, and then if you have the M Sport Package Pro, then also the frame is all in black for the most sinister look. And also this lower party is new with the facelift, so you get a more rectangular look here at the outside parts. And this spectacular color is, by the way, called Atlantis. It is a BMW individual color. Side profile 4.96 m or 195 inches is the length. Wheels from 20 inch to 22 inch for the X6. This one here also with a special M design, since this is the M60i. And we also have the wheel arches in vehicle color. Frames around the windows are blacked out. You can depick it if it's too sinister for a look for you actually. And then we can also see here that this M60i model also gets the special side mirrors here, special form, and also once again blacked out because the M Sport Package comes with the shadow line. Suspension in the M Sport Package, which is again standard for the M60i, you always get the M setup for the adaptive suspension. Optional, you can always go and also for an air suspension. The rear axle steering, by the way, is standard for the M60i, but can also be bought for the other models. And of course, the X6 always has this very iconic roof shape, the SUV coupe style. Do you like this kind of style or not? Tell me in the comments. We are here today for you in BMW Welt in Munich. It's like the BMW World from the whole group. You can see all different models and so on, also pretty new ones. And you can also make your personal delivery here. Pretty interesting place. Actually, one of the main tourist highlights in Germany, like 3 million visitors each year. Very interesting. And here we can see the rear of the X6, once again with this very iconic 3/4 rear perspective. The rear lamps, they have been untouched. They are very horizontally drawn. I think the color works very well with the different light nuances, doesn't it? The M60i gets special sporty accentuations in the lower part. Also here with the M Sport Package Pro, you have these Autogefühl fake exhaust police notes, fake exhaust tips. This is here our Java Green vehicle 40i. So we don't have the M60i front grille. That means a more normal double kidney on the inside, not this M competition grille. But you can see, you can also get a dark frame here around and M performance parts with carbon fiber. The X6 already starts always as base with the M Sport Package. Also the base models, so to speak. Definitely also a very aggressive look. Are you more team green or more team blue? Ooh, there we go. This is the illuminated double kidney, iconic glow option, possible here for the 40i. It was not possible for the M60i because of the different grille, but here you can see it is possible. And it's also allowed in Germany, in the EU, because this light on the top is not a direct light to the road, but it is an indirect light shining from above like a cascading waterfall down this grille. Side profile of the green vehicle. Once again, you can see this bow of the X6 side profile. Here, I think that's a little bit too much, but maybe you like this very aggressive look. Here also the biggest wheels, 22-inch maximum that is possible. Well, here 3/4 rear perspective of that green vehicle, always very impressive indeed. But are you team blue or team green? Vote in the comments. Here once again with these very horizontally drawn tail lamps, and here the vehicle with the M Performance parts also has carbon fiber in the lower part. Khaki here with the M colors when you have the M Sport Package, or included in the M60i. And here the door closing sound. Really solid, great sound. And also here the optional soft close magic. Inside of the doors, what's really cool is here the optional Bowers & Wilkins sound system with an ambient lighting integrated. That looks really cool, right? Special entry badges and also these aluminum pedals. You also get the M steering wheel here with the M badge, the lower part, and also some contrast stitching. Seats, this is the animal skin pack. However, standard are the new sensor fin seats. Look at them here. Perforated, great material quality, animal free, and available here in black, but also in bright. Seating position, comfortable, command driving, similar, comparable to the X5 of course. And here the Happen with 189 or 6'2", still some left, although we have here the panoramic roof inbuilt. Beautiful, by the way, with this BMW wings design, more old school design element, but I love it indeed. And this panoramic roof can also be illuminated. New interior cockpit overview. You can see this dual screen now in a curved style. 12.3 on the left, 14.9 on the right. The X7 has already received a facelift now for X5 and X6. Also here for the floating air vents, this new control here, interesting. The volume knob, that one is still there. However, no manual climate knobs anymore. This went into the infotainment screen. Nice Bowers & Wilkins illumination on the top. And also on the right side you now get either then the X6 logo, or when you have the M60 then the M badge. Infotainment system, here you can swipe left and right with this home menu. Here you can see the climate unit is in here now, at least it always stays in this position. I do prefer the manual solution that has been there with the pre-facelift. However, this new OS 8 system also has some advantages. It is a little bit more distracting because you have more stuff on there actually, but it is actually quicker, has better processing power, and also the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto integration is wider and is also more reliable. It is wireless only, and before sometimes there were some problems. Now definitely more reliable, and it's a very cool integration here also, for example, with the Google Maps and so on. The Bowers & Wilkins sound system, by the way, is delivering a very, very cool, true and in-depth sound. So yeah, really like that indeed. Here in the BMW infotainment system, it's always cool here with this live view. You can also see that the rear hatch is open, by the way. You will also have the fitting color here, by the way. So at the moment, this is here a pre-production vehicle where, you know, some details might not be worked on with yet. But here, this is very cool. Look at that. That looks really amazing, doesn't it? Here also with the new facelift headlamps and so on. A very cool three-dimensional view of the vehicle. And another advantage of the OS 8 is when you have CarPlay and Apple Maps, it can also be projected here to the left side parallel, actually. That also works then with Google Maps, with Android Auto, but not with CarPlay and Google Maps. Digital instruments also feature augmented reality view. So you have this camera screen in the front, and then you can have some arrows being shown, for example. Oh, someone's taking a photo of us. So you can adjust the content, what you want to see here. Yeah, the open hatch we can see all the time here now as well. And you can also change the layout of the whole thing as well. Or then the details of the head-up display. Here we go. You can have different styles then for this one, whatever you prefer and what information you want to see. In lower part here, by the way, the inductive charging pad has not been updated, so here the smartphones will still get pretty hot. And what's good is that this iDrive controller is being kept, so you can still control the infotainment system also from below, especially while driving. However, here the shifting lever, that one has been, let's say, diminished here now with this very clean solution, but also not that sporty. And here I also have a secondary interior for you with an M Performance Parts steering wheel. Then you also have here Alcantara at the sides and carbon fiber inserts. Yeah, look at that POV when you have the M Performance Parts steering wheel. That looks amazing, doesn't it? Also here with the 12 o'clock marking. And one of my favorite details, M Performance Parts, how you call it, inside door knob. And this is also cool that you can actually cover the middle console in carbon fiber. Then you have a little bit less of the high gloss black piano lacquer. In the rear, there is enough space for 5 tall adults, more or less. You can see here the usage of space is not the best. And the headroom, the X6 is of course always some kind of a compromise. X5 would have more headroom, but still also works here with my height in the rear, no problem. Here, interesting option also with the nice black microfiber headliner, very beautiful. The middle seating here, by the way, is a little bit stiffer, works for shorter waist or something. Also gets closer with the head, so more focused on the outsides each. Here the middle climate unit, by the way, in the rear, this one remains unchanged with real buttons. 580 liters capacity for the trunk of the X6. It's a little bit less than 650 liters for the X5, by the way, the system model. However, did you know that the length of the trunk of the X6 is actually longer? So this is a little bit more than 1 meter or 40 inches, whereas the X5 is a little bit less than 1 meter or 40 inches. So you have pros and cons, definitely. The width here, easily 1 meter or 44 inches. That's pretty cool. And the height, then, I have to say, it depends. You know, this cover here is pretty low, definitely 44 centimeters, 17 inches. But then the overall height right here is actually then fine again with almost 70 centimeters or 27 inches. So it depends on where you measure. Under the hood, 3-liter inline 6-cylinders as diesel or here as petrol, 40i, 380 horsepower, a little bit over 5 seconds in the acceleration figure. Or in the blue vehicle, we have the 4.4-liter V8, 530 horsepower, and a little bit over 4 seconds in the acceleration figure. And above that, there would be still the True M model with 625 horsepower. So tell me in the comments, do you like the facelift changes and do you like the Java green color? When I look at this one, I would say I like turtles. What about you? So, and also tune in to the BMW X5 facelift or the X7 facelift.